Balkan country between Europe and Asia. That little girl is just like any other small kid. The only difference is that she lives in a communist superpower. That little girl goes to school every day, and she considers Vladimir Lenin, the founder of the Communist Party, almost like her grandfather. She sings songs and side poems about him. And every year on September 1, when the school year starts, the girl is taught a lesson. She's required to take a class which is called peace lesson. During that lesson, she's being taught that it's great to live in a communist superpower. She also taught that her country has a lot of enemies. The largest and the most dangerous of them is United States of America. Mr. Toastmasters, my fellow members and guests, that little girl was me. I was born in USSR. Since my young age, I was educated to be a young communist. At the age of 7, I was admitted to Vladimir Lenin Organization of Young Pioneers. For those of you who don't know, it's almost like a subset of a communist party for young students. It was a privilege to be admitted. You had to have good grades. And pioneers were distinguished by wearing red ties to school. Just like some of you are proud to be citizen of the United States, I was very proud to be citizen of the Soviet Union. Since my young age, I learned about Cold War. For those of you who don't know, Cold War was military and political tension created after World War II between Western and Eastern Bloc. It was called cold because there was no direct fighting between two countries, but there were indirect proxy wars, like a war in Afghanistan, which was supported by each party. In the Soviet Union, the Communist Party controlled the press, education, and economy. Everything we learned was from the party. We did not have an access to BBC, CBS, or any other foreign station. We could not travel outside the Western Bloc. So everything we learned was what was being taught to us by the Communist Party. Since a very young age, I thought about the United States as a monster from the horror movie who hates Soviet people. I had some nightmares about people from the United States coming and killing me. When in the 1980s, American delegation decided to boycott Olympic Games in Moscow, Soviet people were celebrating. When in 1984, Soviet delegation decided not to send Soviet athletes to Olympic Games in America, we were told it was for benefit of Soviet athletes because American could kill them. So this is how we grew up. And when something big happened, something which could change our country forever. In mid-80s, Mikhail Gorbachev, the last president of the Soviet Union, started perestroika, which was a set of political and economic reforms to reorganize the Communist Party and to introduce a market-like economy. What it never intended to do is to dissolve the Soviet Union. But little did we know that the perestroika would be followed by the collapse of Berlin Wall and dissolution of the Soviet Union. I lived through all of that. The years of perestroika were the years of uncertainty and a big change. I remember Russian troops occupying my country because it wanted to become independent. I got used to seeing soldiers and tanks in the street. But the most difficult thing, which was difficult for me to grasp, was how the country, which I love most of all, is about to collapse. In 1988, I found a book in a library which has changed my life forever. The book was called Americans Write to Gorbachev. In the book, there were letters from ordinary Americans, just like you, who sent letters to Gorbachev to tell them what they think about perestroika and Soviet people. And I remember one letter from an American in California who said, "Mr. Gorbachev, you people probably think that we are monsters, that we hate you, we want war. We are just like you. We don't want war. We want peace." It impacted me so much that I have decided to write a letter to that American who wrote to Gorbachev. 2 months later, my mom got a call from the postal office. Now, we're still in the Soviet Union, and it was quite unusual to get a letter from the United States of America. So my mom talked to me and she said, "What did you do? I've been told that you got a letter from US. And no one here ever get letter from US. And I said, "I just wrote a letter to one American who wrote to Gorbachev." I opened the letter, and the American thanked me for being open to a different view. I got more and more letters from other Americans, from Texas, Minnesota, Louisiana, New York. People were sharing their stories. They were sending me pictures of their families. As I said, that changed my life. One of the Americans suggested one day I should come to US, which was not possible at that time because we were still in the Soviet Union and no one would give me a visa. In the year of 2000, I got a scholarship for graduate study in the United States from US Department of State. I came to Kansas all the way from former Soviet Union, and I got to really know American people. And I have realized that everything I was taught was not correct. So here I am, in front of you, educated by US government and working for an American regulator who sets accounting standards in this country. Isn't this ironic that that same country that I was taught to hate became my second home? Mr. Cosmos,